Alright, took a while to get the parts and come back here, but I got everything aligned. Motor's tightened down, torqued down. Got the little, you gotta make sure you leave a little gap in the coupler shaft around 2 millimeters. So, yep. Now that that's done, we can start bolting on the fuel side first, getting all the wires sorted away. There's actually a pretty good video online, shows you how to do it. I think it's Ericsson Machine on YouTube, how to align a motor. It's not always the exact motor, but it gives you the right idea. Alright, so we just put the flame arrestor on. Actually, this is a very hard to find one for the 1300, the Riva. See, it has the grooves for the fuel rail. Engine's all shimmed perfectly. Coupler's good. Went through the whole shimming process. I'm just gonna move all the stuff out of the way. Find the, oh, I think they are on there. Yes, they are. Let's see. Could do this when it's on there too, but. There. Sometimes the hose clamps get a little tighter. Yep. All in. Now we got it to pop into place. Sometimes you got to loosen the hose clamps a little bit. That's on. I'm going to get all the electric hooked up. I'm going to grease throttle shaft. Get everything all plugged in. Get my fuel controller out. Start the wiring on that. That would be my first one. I never ran one before, so that's going to be a new experience for me. Hello everyone. Today we're going to put the exhaust on, or well, how I put the exhaust on, GP1300R. Continuation of the last video. You gotta have the back two bolts in. And you can't forget this metal piece goes under there. The gasket's on. I always put marine grease on all my gaskets, all my metal gaskets. And this, I just take and kind of swing it, circle in. Okay. Make sure the gasket's all lined up. Which is gasket pretty much lines up. Put that bolt in a couple threads. I already had red Loctite on the back 2 bolts because you can't get to it any other way. Got it. Slip that metal piece in. Everything's seated. Alright. See, that's it. Hand tighten. Real time. Took me 12 minutes, probably another 10 minutes. Well, I gotta look in the book for the torque specs. As you can see, for that Riva filter, that rare one, I sewed my own outerwear to go around that. And that's the way I put on that part of the exhaust pipe. Got the other part of the exhaust in. Got that little hose that connects from the main exhaust to the manifold. Got that all tied off. There's one back there. You see right there. Got that. Those are both water. That's the water exit. This exhaust is a little bit of a bitch to get in. Just got to tilt it. Still got to get it lined up in there. And that. And then bolt the box back on. And some wires. And we're almost complete. Oh yeah, and then we're going to do a ride plate, intake grate, pump plug kit on this one too. Yeah, I found out the torque specs. It was 28 for the exhaust bolts, 25 for the 2 smaller head bolts. Red Loctite on the 14 mils. Alright, so I'm replacing the wires. This is the first time I did it. I think I figured out, my best course of action. One, I'm going to do one at a time because they're all different lengths. So you unscrew this. Yeah, take it and you kind of pull the wire out from the coil. But my idea is it's easier just to take the whole, unscrew the whole coil off. It's easier to put the new wire back in. Oh boy. Okay, so that came out of there. Alright. The rubber boot, boom, the wire comes right out. Then you got this rubber piece on here. It's good to use a little lube to slide it off. Anything, soapy water, which I'm going to use right here. Slide the little screw thing back on. The hardest thing is getting it over the metal. Of course, I already cut my finger with that. Once you get it over the metal, it slides right on. Boom. Slide it almost all the way in. And the other boot, you got to stick it through the hole first. And then you stick the boot on after. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of lubrication in there. Okay, well, cut my finger, can't find the band-aid. Take some whole dab of dielectrical grease, put it on the thing, because I've seen it on the wires when it came out. You could use that to lube the inside of the boot too, so it slides over easy. Slide it over, down and past. And I like to take the coil, stick it, I don't know if you guys can see, you just push the coil down. Down, until the boot is fully over it. And just remount the coil. As a matter of fact, you can see this one doesn't even have the boot. So you've seen pretty much how to do the wires. I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to do the last one by myself. Get everything all mounted back up. The panel cover. Then it gets mounted on the battery box. So I can get that completed. So I can mount the fuel controller somewhere. Hopefully you guys learned something. Maybe something that could help you. Okay, I got everything. I think everything all hooked up. I don't have the spark plug wires on because I'm not really trying to start it. I just want to make sure my Riva fuel controller works. Got the battery hooked up. And let's see, let's crank it over. Let's see, first crank. Bilge is working. It seems that's working. The dash is working. Alright. Gotta look that up, but I'm pretty sure a green flashing light means that that's working correctly. Alright, stay tuned. A couple more months. Be doing the break-in. I still got to do the rod plate and intake rate, pump plug kit. Those videos will be coming to you next. Average Joe Garage. Signing out. Okay, this is the stock ride plate, intake rate, pump shoe. As you can see, the bolts, ride plate, it's got 4 bolts. It's pretty self-explanatory. Remove those. They probably have some kind of sealant on the pump shoe. Might take a little effort getting it down. But that's pretty much the gist of it. You want to start by taking out the bolts. Take off the ride plate first. We'll come back in a minute after I get it pulled. Well, that went quite easy, to be honest. All I really had to do was take out all the bolts, and everything just came right out. Now we're gonna get into cleaning it all up. Take the intake right off the pump shoe. I'll show you guys the pump plug kit, which really all it does is fill all these voids. In there, down there, helps prevent cavitation, and it works. I've done it on 2 skis before that had cavitation, and it did work. It's a Riva product, pump plug kit. Okay, we are doing the pump plug kit. The Yamaha GP1300R. Quick look at the instructions. Silicone all these rubber pieces into place. As you can see, I started with those 3. Then you gotta do this side. Fill all the voids. I use Fast Cure 4200. Works for me. Some people like to use the 5200. So you do your own research and you decide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the other 3. Nice and slow. So what I'm going to do is fill that one, this one, and 2 and 3. And then you get the pieces and you just pop them right into place. Right. 1, 2, and the little one. I don't like the way that one's fitting. It definitely can't hang out past. I don't know why that one's not fitting right. Maybe I'll try turning it. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Huh. Alright. So, see how all the other ones are in? This one is actually hanging out past. No, not never goes 100% smoothly. Not for me, anyway. So, what I'm gonna do, take a razor blade and cut some of it down. Stuff is pretty, a little rough to cut. There you go. Finally got it in. cut it with the razor blade. I'd rather it be recessed a little bit. You know, all this extra goobers. Alright, now let's go those two. And that's it. All the rubber pieces are in. That's the pump plug kit. I'm going to clean up all this silicone and get ready for the next step. Okay, it's another day here. We did the pump shoe in the yesterday. Now we're gonna do the rod plate. But I just want to show you guys something. Obviously I put some tape on the rod plate. Kind of helps me see where, right there, where the pump is hitting, which is usually, let's see if I can get you. Usually right in this area. So I'm gonna grind it down. I don't know what I'm gonna use yet, but this is a pretty known area to hit, especially on the HO pump. This is using an R&D rod plate. But I noticed when I put it up, it's definitely hitting right there. So we're gonna work on taking a little bit of material right out of here. From what I read, like I said, I'm just a backyard fucking mechanic. You never take out of the ride plate, you always take it out of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've done it before on one of my other skis. So stay tuned, I'll show you finished results. Okay, so we just finished up the little bit of metal that we had to take down on the bottom of the pump in order for the rod plate to fit and seat on the hull correctly. Well, at least the aftermarket rod plate. So I took down some there, as you can see. Now everything seats on the mounting points all around. Rod plate's still got to be shimmed. That's something you kind of got to test and tune with. Same with the trim tabs. So that's all done. I still got to change the prop. I might get this one out of my garage for now and start working on my next project. Not sure what I'll bring in here next. I do got another pump to do on my other 1300 pump plug kit. Maybe I'll just bring that in since it's about a couple hour job. But that's it. Grind a little off there. I used a Dremel and the die grinder. Took a little bit of time. I'm sure there's a faster way to do it, but that's how I do it. So stay tuned for the next video. Average Joe Garage.